Here, then, is a war story that is new, a transcribed adventure of the present World War that takes you to war-torn China. That gives you a thrilling account of a group of Americans who are involved in a battle against China's invaders. These are not glorious deeds of heroism, but exciting day-by-day events in the life of Terry Lee and his friends, as you shall see in just a moment. Terry and the Pirates is brought to you by the makers of Libby's Tomato Juice, one of Libby's 100 famous foods. Say, kid, remember that song April was singing in the show last week? Spinning those discs with the greatest of ease, I spot every plane as nice as you please. You know what she was singing about, all right. It's Terry's official airplane spotter. And if you're the smart kid I think you are, you'll be spinning those discs and spotting those planes just like April. You'll have an airplane spotter of your own. And when you get it, say what you won't know about 16 famous planes would fit in a nutshell. British planes, Jap and German planes, and lots of American ships. You'll have dope that lets you spot each one. Now, in case you're wondering how to get this swell device, here is the simple story. All you need is 2 Libby's Tomato Juice labels and only a dime. Not very much, is it? For a thrilling airplane spotter you can't buy in any store. So, if I were you and wanted an airplane spotter the way I'll bet you do, I'd ask Mother right after the show about Libby's Tomato Juice. Ask her if maybe she hasn't got 2 cans in the house already. And if not, please put it on her tomorrow's grocery list. She's probably just as keen about that swell-tasting juice as you are. It's such a grand source of vitamins. When you've got your 2 Libby's labels lined up, then all you need to do is rustle up a dime. Send the labels and the dime with your full name and complete address to Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. Libby's is spelled L-I-B-B-Y-S. And now, Terry and the Pirates. Terry and Duke Hennick are in the mountain town of Tarzan, along with April Kane, Slugger Dunn, and Smythe Heatherstone. There they found Burma, the beautiful blonde whom they had all known so well. Burma had been in Tarzan for several weeks, caring for a group of Chinese orphans. She and others had come to believe that this little ancient town was safe from the invader. But now they know that the enemy is upon them. Yes, the invader troops are at the bridge, at the far end of the bridge across the gorge. And now it is dawn, time for the enemy to make a lightning attack. The foot soldiers march across the bridge, which separates the town from the rest of the mountain land. Our friends watch the first troops cross the span. The Chinese troops are waiting, each man at a machine gun, for there's a plan afoot. And the commander of the garrison says,
"For the moment, we shall restrain ourselves. Let the men cross the bridge."
But there's so many of them, we may be outnumbered.
We are outnumbered, Miss Burma.
How soon now? You mean before the bridge collapses, sir?
A single rifle shot from this high window will dislodge a key stick no larger than your arm. The rest of the destruction will be in the hands of fate.
There's no fun waiting here for the bridge work to fall out. Hey, listen, here, planes?
There may be airplanes with the invaders. We shall see.
Yeah, I hear planes. I can't see very well from here. Come on, Terry, let's go outside and look.
All right. I don't suppose the planes are coming to help us. That'd be asking too much. There they are. Did we just make them out?
Yeah, I see them now. Maybe they're Allied planes.
No, those are invader planes. Bombers, 3 of them. Oh, there's a couple of fighter planes just cutting through the clouds.
Are you sure that...
That is no mistake, Burma. The shape of the wings, the tail assembly. Those large birds are Mitsubishi bombers. Twin engines, low wings, twin fins, and rudder.
But you can't be big here, Terry. You
Don't have to. Take my word for it. Those are invader planes. They aren't heading for this town. I think they have more important business someplace else.
What a wise little fellow you turned out to be.
Oh, not kidding.
Anybody think you could tell a plane just by...
Didn't April show you that airplane spotter? She had it with her. I made it over a week ago. It's an easy way to spot warplanes.
Oh, that's the thing she had with her. She didn't say what it was. A disc and it spinned. So that's what it was. And you're the little inventor, huh? Well, no wonder you could put the finger on those planes so quickly. Maybe I'd better brush up.
There it goes. The bridge.
There's about 50 soldiers on this side of the gorge. Better grab a gun, you two. Don't stand there. There'll be trouble and plenty of it. Come on.
Now, we can't let those soldiers get into the town.
Right.
Come on, let's get the gun to lend a hand.
This way, Terry. We can hold them off.
What'll happen now? The bridge is gone.
Plenty of good open shooting, too. The enemy on the far side of the gorge can't reach us, and their pals on this side can't get back.
What do we do? Kill as many soldiers as we can?
Yeah, unless they surrender, and I don't think they will. Those monkeys think they've got us licked before they start.
Well, now what? Well, why not use the radio? We can reach Jan Cook by radio. We do it all the time. Let's talk to the commander. Maybe he can tell us what to expect. Listen, Joe.
Steady, fellas, steady. Sure, the bridge has collapsed, just as the commander of this town planned. All we have to do is fight about 50 enemy soldiers, that's all.
Yeah, but there's not 50 people in this town. Men, women, and children.
We'll manage all right. They can starve us out, of course. But that takes time.
And if they bring up artillery and start shelling this place, we ought to get help. If we can get in touch with Jan Cook, maybe we can reach Captain Dragon.
I have already contacted young Cook, Miss Soma. There is little else to be done. As long as it is daylight, we can keep the enemy away.
But what about gunfire from the other side of the gorge?
We can expect artillery fire at any moment. You have looked after these children?
Oh, yeah. April's down in the dugout below ground. She's looking after him. What do you hear from Jan Cook?
I was unable to get any reply. This radio is broken.
Then you don't know if we get help or not.
We must be patient. We can defend Tarzan as long as we can keep the enemy at a distance. But if the bombs and planes arrive, then we can overhead.
And while a gallant little band of American and Chinese fight off a fanatical enemy, hoping against hope that they can defeat the invader, let's return to Yan Kut. Here we meet Pat Ryan, in charge of the Chinese commando group and the Dragon Lady. They listen intently to a message they have picked up from the town of Tarzan. And Pat says, "Turn that radio off. We can't get through with any reply. Nothing we can say anyway. At least we know Terry and April and the others are there."
You wish to help them, Mr. Ryan?
Of course. They got there okay, and according to that radio message, they've done all right for themselves. Hey, that was a doozy. It must have been when that bridge collapsed with all those...
We have also managed very well here in Yan Cook. We have defeated and dispersed the soldiers of General Klang.
Well, if you're willing to lend a hand, how about doing a little commando job for the folks at Tarzan?
Come, we shall study a map of that area. It may not present many difficulties. But there are many difficulties, Mr. Ryan. It is next to impossible to march our men, our commandos, to this spot.
Yeah, that's so. At least if this map is accurate, there must be some way to get there.
There is.
The Dragon Lady is right. Airplane flight, Ginger. Of course. We'll do a job by plane. Paratroops, that's it. The commandos will be paratroops. We'll land through to Tarzan, our men, yeah. We'll land behind the enemy. Say, this is my meat, but good. Let's get things cooking. We can get there inside of 2 hours if we try. Well, so long, lady. We'll be back one way or another.
Good luck to you, Mr. Ryan, and may our commandos distinguish themselves.
Well, they may not get a gold star, but they'll do a good job. This is the first time they've made a raid by airplane.
I shall await word of your success. You will, of course, radio me from Tarzan.
Sure thing. Only hope this transport plane doesn't run into a flock of invader planes before we arrive.
The men have been thoroughly instructed on their mission.
Not yet. I'll talk to them after we get in the air. Well, Pat, for a dame with a bad name, you're okay. I kiss you goodbye, only...
We'll attend to business, Mr. Ryan.
This is business. I read someplace you're supposed to love your enemies. Well, I'm starting right now because I'm sentimental.
Mr. Ryan, you...
Sorry, just kissed you goodbye, and goodbye it is. See you in a bowl of soup someday. Cheerio.
Goodbye, Mr. Ryan. We shall meet again. But you should not have kissed me goodbye.
Now listen. Listen, all you men back there in the plane. I've shown you the map. We bail out at 3,000 feet. You've all had parachute training. You know what to do.
Oh, Captain. Oh, yes.
Hey,
Lieutenant will be in the red chute. Now drop and let you men bail out. The pilot will circle at 3,000 feet. That's almost low enough the enemy won't see us. We'll bail out about 2 miles behind the town of Tarzan. We'll assemble our equipment and that'll take until sunset. Then at night, we'll make the attack. Good luck. Are you next, Frank? Move off, man. Bailey is right. Keep an eye on that warrior. Let's swing now. Out you go, Stanley. All right, still off, big guy. Have a look for it. Keep flying.
And so Pat Ryan and his Chinese commandos come to the rescue of Terry and the others in the little town of Tarzan. A surprise attack is indicated. The commandos will strike at night and attack from the rear to terrorize and confuse the enemy. Yes, the adventure to come promises to be as thrilling as anything you've ever heard on the radio. I'll tell you more about what to expect in just a moment. You know, kids, I've been urging you to send at once for your airplane spotter, and here's the reason. This remarkable offer of an official airplane spotter just like the one in the show, this sensational offer, I say, expires next Saturday. Yes, midnight. This coming Saturday is the deadline. Your last chance to get an airplane spotter. So naturally, I'm urging you to ask your mother at once to get 2 cans of Libby's tomato juice. Now, you need those 2 Libby's labels to get your airplane spotter. Those labels and just 10 cents in cash. On the back of one of the labels, put your full name and complete address. Then mail them to Terry, in care of Libby, Chicago, Illinois. That's Terry, in care of Libby, Chicago, Illinois. Just do that, boys and girls, and you'll get an airplane spotter like Terry. And I'm not fooling when I say that you're sure going to be sorry if you don't get one. If the other kids can tell all these different planes and play the spotter game, and you're out in the cold, well, you have only yourself to blame. So get those 2 Libby tomato juice labels and shoot them right in with your name and address and a dime. Get your order in now. Remember, Saturday at midnight is the deadline. Well, I feel sure that every one of you is buying U.S. war stamps. That's the way to show that you're a real American. Now, remember this. Terry and his friends, yes, and Pat Ryan's commandos, they all symbolize the decent elements in the Second World War. We Americans have no use for treachery and aggression. And so in tomorrow's transcribed adventure, we'll learn just what our friends do about it. Action is the word. There shall be no letdown in this fight to defeat the forces of evil.